In this video we're going to discuss version control and compilation for stack questions. So let's open VS Code, and we'll open the folder where we are keeping the stack questions. So this was if you set up your computer in the way that I suggested in the beginning of the developer video, then you'll have this folder somewhere. So we'll go to the fake copy of the combinatorics course here, so you can see this list of files here. We can expand and contract things using these little arrow symbols. And we're going to have a look at week 5 test. So we'll just make some spurious edit to this. Okay, so let's just change the wording slightly in this second question. So it says randomly, and we'll change it to say at random. Okay. So so do that, and then you Control S to save. And now you see that over in this left-hand pane here, we've got an M to indicate that this file has been modified. Okay. So this is a Git repository, so there's kind of several layers of stuff going on. We've got this kind of working file we've got here, and then we've got the repository of files and their history that lives on this machine that I'm using just now, and then there's the repository of files and their history that lives in the cloud on GitHub. So at the moment, this modification is just in the sort of outermost layer in the working space. So we're going to go up to here, this little icon here that's like 3 balls joined with string. And this is the version control panel. Okay, so in the version control panel, there's a couple of changes here that we can ignore, but the one that we're interested in is this change that we've just made to week05.stack. And so we want to, first thing we're going to do is to click the plus here. That means it's what's called staging the change. So this is it's kind of ready to be committed to the local repository. And if we modified several different files, then it would be for kind of the same reason, it'd be natural to stage them all together, and then you have like a single commit message for the changes in several files. But at the moment we've just changed one file, we're going to stage it on its own. So here you see it's in this section here. We've got the unstaged changes here we're not interested in for the minute, and this change that we've just made and staged. And then what we're going to do is put in a commit message, which explains the explains roughly what the change is that we've just done. And then having done that, then we have to click commit. Okay. So now the change in history and the commit message, they're all saved in the local repository on this machine. Which means we can if we want to, we can kind of go back and revert the file to how it was at some previous stage, or do various other kinds of version control things. But at the moment, this is not in the cloud at all. Okay, so push in the cloud. I mean, we could actually have done commit and push here as a single step, or we can do push here. But either way, we want to do push. Push is the kind of Git word for pushing the changes out to the cloud. Okay. So now if we go and if we wanted, we could just see this directly. Here I've logged into GitHub and looking at this repository here, and let's just refresh it. And you see we've got the commit message here, just wording of section 2 that was committed 1 minute ago to this this file in this repository. But now let's go to Moodle. And so this was the week 5 quiz. Okay. But so you should understand that we've changed the markup file. Well, the markup file needs to be kind of compiled and sort of imported into the Moodle database before it actually changes anything that students would see. And that hasn't happened yet. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click on More. Here we've gone to the course page for this course. And then we click on More, and there's this item here called Stacker. Now, if you looked at the Stack Administration menu video, you'll have seen that that link didn't exist. That's because I've just kind of changed the system a bit to add it within the last day. So, but now we've got this link. Okay. Yeah, so now here we've got this is a little bit rudimentary. Probably this page will get improved sometime soon. But for the moment, it's giving us just this list of quizzes. So we want the week 5 one. It's going to be actually best if we right-click it and open this in a new tab. Okay, so here's here's the week 5 thing. So you see it says uncompiled because it's now the changes that we made and pushed to the GitHub repository. They've also now been copied to the Moodle server. That doesn't happen kind of immediately and automatically. There's a kind of a thing that runs once per minute to do that. So you might have to wait 1 minute or something for changes to appear on the Moodle server. Yeah. But yeah, now it's appeared on the Moodle server, and if we just scroll down to the second question, yeah, you can see it says at random here. So now we need to recompile this newly changed quiz. So we get 2 choices to compile in ordinary mode or debug mode. So let's compile it in debug mode. Okay. Okay, so now it says compiled without errors, quiz has been updated. So we'll go to the quiz and let's preview it. Okay, so here you see it, the wording's changed. It says pack of 8 cards shuffled and random. Yeah, and you see here that because we compiled the quiz with debugging things, and if you look at this question here, for example, it asks this question about the number of derangements of a set, but then we've actually got the solution embedded in the question text here, which is convenient when we're just testing that the question is working correctly. And if we go back here, and now let's just compile it again without the debug mode. And preview it again. So now this is in the form that you would show to students. It's just got the question here, and it doesn't have the solution embedded. So that's basically everything we need to know about how to do the version control on the questions and how to compile them and make sure they get back in the quiz. It's worth saying though that this compilation process, it's blocked in the case of quizzes that have been attempted already. So if we look here at the week 1 quiz, here it says it's been, the Y there means it has been attempted. There are some students who have attempted this quiz, and because of that, we're not allowed to change the quiz anymore. At least we can edit individual questions, but it features a compilation process that it actually deletes all the questions that existed previously and replaces them. And that's not allowed when some students have attempted the quiz, because it messes all the records up. So if we've got a quiz that students have started attempting already, then we have to just edit it through the web interface and keep a copy of the changes and put that into the markup file as well, so that the changes are carried forward to the next year.